Well, hello there, everyone, and welcome back to Freeform Disney. I'm Jeremy, and today it is time for, well, our second week in a row. It is going to be Marvel Assembled again, so this time we're going behind the scenes of the What If show that was airing for, well, 10 weeks. So, it's been a few weeks since our finale to that, so a bit of a roller coaster show. Pretty much everyone has their favorites and their ones they didn't like as much, I think. And hey, let's go ahead and look behind the scenes, see what happened. As I said, I'm always a fan of special features, so definitely it'll be interesting to see what we get to talk about in here. I get to see what kind of free reign they were given in terms of what they were allowed to go ahead and do with the show and what they weren't. So the story creation side, I think, would definitely be quite interesting to talk about. What a heck of a set of actors doing the voices. So definitely some interesting potential to talk about there. So yeah. Okay. As usual, if you are here live with me, feel free to pop into the chat. I'll give you a nice hello there. If you're not, and you're here afterwards, feel free to leave a comment down below the video. I'll definitely try to respond to it later. I shouldn't say I'll definitely respond. That would probably not be true. Especially with how YouTube's system is for telling me about whether there are comments or not, without actually having to go specifically look at each video. So, I'll try to. But yeah, definitely, as I said, don't worry about that. As I love seeing your comments. I love seeing you in the chat, like button, all of that stuff. All of that is great. Definitely appreciate you. So, thanks for stopping on by. Whether it's here at this time or whether it's later. Okay. So, last week it was right on the hour. I figured it'll be right on the hour this time. Although, weirdly, over here on Disney Plus, they actually are already talking about it as if it is out already, which is funny. I mean, the big banner up there says new episode now streaming. It actually shows the Watcher in 3 different images. And over here, even on the assembled page, we've got Captain Carter up there. So it's kind of interesting that all of that got switched over beforehand and not at midnight as well. Oh, midnight Disney time, I should say. Interesting stuff. You never know, right? But yeah, this will be the 5th assembled. We've gotten one for WandaVision, one for Falcon and Winter Soldier, Loki, Black Widow, and now our one for What If. So the next one we should get will probably be Shang-Chi, which will probably come up somewhere. My curiosity is, I haven't seen it announced yet, so whether they will actually put it out during the time Hawkeye's airing, or whether they'll wait till Hawkeye is done. That's my question. They waited to put the Black Widow one out for a little while, and not go ahead and have it at the same time as What If, so my guess is they'll wait till Hawkeye's done airing in order to give more content that way. Even though we know Shang-Chi will become available for everyone on Disney Plus without an extra charge up on Disney Plus Day on November 12th. But yeah, my guess is we won't go ahead and say on the week after that, go ahead and get that behind the scenes assembled. Or probably have to wait till January is my guess. At which time we'll also get the Hawkeye one. We'll see. See if I'm right or wrong. And yeah, last I knew, hadn't seen anybody talking about whether I was necessarily right or wrong on that one yet. So hopefully I haven't already proven to be wrong before I even spoke. Although, I mean, the people in the know already know. But yeah. Do. Let's see. Just going to take a look, see if there is any information. I mean, if you buy IMDb for whatever it's worth, which should not be taken as an authoritative source, they argue December of this year that making of for Shang-Chi will come out. Definitely wouldn't take that as an authoritative source, though. But it's possible. I mean, they could even release it in December and do it after Hawkeye is done airing, so that's definitely possible. I'm really curious about Hawkeye and when the finale is going to air, actually, too. It's been one of my interesting questions because The way it sits, Hawkeye should have its finale just a little after Christmas, but with how Christmas oriented it is, and Disney liking to make a splash on Christmas itself, I wonder if they'll bump up the finale and put it actually on Christmas, so have it release on Saturday instead of the usual Wednesday. That's a question I've got. I'm not sure if they'll do it or not, but if not, it ends up airing the finale on Wednesday the 29th. So, it is possible we get that on the 25th, and sure, it's even possible Shang-Chi's assembled goes ahead and pops onto the 29th. Those are both possible. Again, I'd bet more on January for the assembled, though. But you never know. And those are, speaking of things to be excited for, I'm definitely excited to go see Shang-Chi again, because I've only seen it the one time in the theaters, so I have not seen Shang-Chi again since that time. Since, well, opening night. Well, not opening night, technically, as opening night doesn't mean anything anymore, because movies start playing multiple times the day before, so what is opening night? I don't know. But something like that anyway. So, yeah, I saw it back there, and yeah, it's been a while, but loved the movie. Can't wait to go ahead and watch that again, and it'll be up and available up on Disney Plus in just a couple weeks, roughly a couple. And we are under a minute from the new episode airing of Assembled here. So if you are new, what you should go ahead and know is you're going to pull it up on your side. I've got the Assembled on my side in Disney Plus. Not like I can play it. That's its own mess right there. And so I'll count you on in, and I'll have a timer up over my head if things get missynced. So you'll be able to use that to go ahead and get the viewing coordinated back and on track. And we are at the hour. Get my headphones up on. Yep, there it is. And let's see. The last one was actually the shortest of the bunch. And no, wow, this is now the shortest assembled by a long ways. Wow. I mean, the first ones were all 60 to 65 minutes. Black Widow was a few minutes shorter at 57. And hey, it was a movie. It's understandable. This one, though, even though it's a full 10-episode show, only 41 minutes on the assembled. Wow. I thought it would be longer. Go figure, right? Well, okay, everybody. So it is that time. That means I'm going to go count you in. Let me know right away if you've got any problems pulling it up. So you better put that in the chat really quick, or I'll be starting and getting rolling here. 40 minutes and 12 seconds, including whatever and localization credits and whatever at the end. So yeah, definitely shorter. Okay. So in 3, 2, 1, go. Nice behind the scenes piece there. Back to just how everything's one single moment. I mean, they clearly say it here too, you know, just as a point. Ooh, logging in some of our concept art in the background. Look at some of those comic covers, right? All those different what ifs. Not ones I've read, I'll admit. Ah, hello there, the chosen Night Wolf. Welcome, welcome. You are the first one to pop into the chat. This is true. Lean Weeks right here. Some of the end game artwork there. As in pre-production scenes, fun to look at. Whether we're talking the live action or the animated here, right? Oh, so many possibilities, to be sure. Unless your what if is what if Pepper Potts wasn't there or something. Unless your what if was what if he didn't, etc. It's an interesting comment on true to the character. Like a comment like the character can't change, right? They have to still remain the character we knew from here, even regardless of whatever else might have changed. It's interesting. At least for the main characters, anyway, I'm sure. I suppose it's a good way of not annoying certain people about that, I suppose. Something to go keep everything solid, huh? I. Yeah, nice way of putting it. Some more concept art here, maybe. I hope. Yeah, indeed, Night Wolf. Yeah, I mean, it's part of the fun of doing that whole kind of idea in the first place, right? Getting to adapt all those different ideas. You could have so many possibilities. To be sure. 100% to be sure. Almost wonder if Disney was too successful in animation in that sense in the U.S. Nightwolf, there is a second season coming up. They'll do another. Originally, it was going to be two 10-episode seasons, but their last plan as to what they announced was two 9-episode seasons. So we do have a second season coming up. That has gotten reported out. So, nice, nice. Oh, yeah, I said hopefully they learn from their stumbles, and I mean, usually people do once you get to a second season, you know? Hopefully it's a little more levelly good of a season rather than being as rocky as it was. See, things like this are things I was curious to hear more about. True that. It's been more so and more so over the last couple of decades in that sense. Yeah, last 3 decades especially, in the starts of that shift in terms of TV. Yeah. Oh, the visuals were definitely nice. Good animation in here. I'll be honest, I don't feel like it explored that relationship and added really much of anything to it that we didn't already have. Looking at it from that direction instead of the other. Ah, nice. Is that where that came from? uh, I imagine this would touch on this a bit here. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, another way you could have gone off with it. I mean, he was very war heavy, arrogant, etc. You could have gone that way on it too if you'd wanted. Interesting, different trick. Let's be honest, would have kicked his ass in actuality. Just saying. Given what we've seen. I wonder if they'll talk at all about the time limits, in here, about making each of these toward the half hour and wishing they could have done more or something. I wonder if it'll be in here or not. If they'll say anything. Ooh, talking about time. Good segue to talk about what I was just saying if they want. Probably not. Got a lot of us, that's for sure. Speaking of characters that aren't in the MCU yet. I was curious about one other question was, did they always think of this as being canon? The way he talked about that there made it sound like, from at least from an early spot, they did. Speaking of sneaking it in, wouldn't matter if it's not canon. Quite. Not that that story won, though. That little piece may see spin into other mediums. Certain characters pop up right there. Say Captain Carter amongst others. Even one of those pieces actually got delayed to season 2. Ouch. Kind of ending with a little bit of a tease for season 2 here, huh? Oh, we are definitely decent season 2 here. Kind of feels also like they know how popular Captain Carter is, so let's tease that specifically for season 2. Well, they're not wrong. I really thought this behind the scenes would touch a little more on all of the actors you brought back and get to see a little more of them doing the voices. I mean, we got to see Jeffrey Wright doing the voice, but that's it. Hell, it would have seemed like a good spot to go show some Chadwick Boseman behind the scenes doing the voice. Speaking of people to show, but I would have loved to see Wallace. So, yeah, what can you do? I mean, certainly they could have made it longer. After all, the others are generally like 20 minutes longer, so they could have made it a little longer and done it. But still, always like getting a little more assembled, a little more behind the scenes. So yes, and I appreciated with this. We got a little into the animation style and some of what they did. It still was a pretty short section. Would have wished that had been expanded upon. We got to talk more. There, heck, have some of the animators talk in, right? Oh well. We really spend most of it talking about the idea of what if and why we did what if and whatnot. It was much more broad. The high concept of the show itself that was most of what they spent the time talking about. They did go a little bit into some of those other pieces, though. Maybe season 2 they'll go a little more into some of those different areas of detail. One can hope. Cool to hear that we're going to explore a little more of Captain Carter and the Watchers' relationship and see where the heck that goes and what the heck they have in mind there. So hopefully that'll be good. And we'll get Gamora's story that got skipped out on season 1 and just didn't get finished in time due to COVID and everything else and got bumped to season 2. So I know that'll pop in there. All right. Okay. Another one in the can. And it'll be a little while until we get something else on Disney Plus for Marvel. Yes, on November 12th. Granted, Shang-Chi comes available for everyone for no additional cost on Disney Plus, but for Hawkeye, a little bit longer to wait for. So, hey, that was fun. Until then, I think I will just sign on off, and I will catch you all somewhere else in the future. So if you got any last questions or anything, pop them up quick. Otherwise, I will take off. Remember, you can definitely leave comments down below the video afterward. And, yeah, thanks for joining. So to everyone, Let's see, Night Wolf. What we got was good, but definitely could have been more. Yeah, I wish we had those extra 20 minutes like the other ones did. So much more to talk about right there. I mean, see the actors behind the scenes, talk to some of the animators that actually did some of the work, a little more into that animation work. Ah, well. C'est la vie. Well, anyway. Thanks for joining, Night Wolf. Thanks for popping in the chat, giving me someone to talk to. Definitely, I appreciate that. It's always more fun if I got people there to talk with and interact with. It's like, even if you all are there watching afterward or watching silently, don't get me wrong, I appreciate all of you too. So, anyway, for everyone, let me go ahead and say, have a magical day, and may the force be with you for all time, always.